YTPC. It's your own Uncle Butter, UB Piper, coming back at you for another late night Gats and Flag VR. This time, it's to the man who I'm going to dub the Professor Emeritus of the YTPC, our own Stephen Waters. Stephen, I love your question. I really love most of the questions that are saying that have been coming out lately, and I'm going to do them all. All the ones I know about, I'm going to do them, because if I don't, Ghost God's going to rail me. Excuse me, the Deputy Mayor's going to rail me. So, what's the most emotional thing or awe-inspiring? Well, I got one awe-inspiring and one emotional. Let's see, where to start. Housework, as you say, Stephen J. Grow, memorial cheapy hanging brandy basket, whatever, and I'm finishing up a very graciously gifted bag of Grey Ghost from the Ghost Cop. Actually, it's pretty much done. So, it was as the Ghost Cop would say, it was a D like no other D back in 2003 when my dad and I got into our travel van and we headed out west. A little side note on that. My mom railed us, busted our horns mercilessly about smoking in the van. Do not, Chip, do not, Fred, smoke in the van. She was normally not like this very much. Do not smoke in the van. My dad, yes, of course, we would never do such a thing. Never. Get in the van. Two things always happen when we get in the van. Santana gets out of the sling, into the CD player. First thing we listen to. Second thing, Dad says, all right, boy, first roll of van. We're smoking in the damn van. I don't care what your mom says. He hands me a carton of Marlboro Reds. I said, okay. Open the sons of bitches up, get a pack, open it, put the rest up, and away we went. Well, we were gone like 9 days at that point. We pulled into Flagstaff, Arizona pretty late because we were going to go to the Grand Canyon. The biggest hole of all holes. Well, definitely close to the biggest hole. So there's this movie. I'm sure you've seen it, or if at least heard of it, National Lampoon's Vacation. The Griswolds, tripping around. They get to the Grand Canyon. I believe his son is named Rusty in the movie. I'm almost sure of that. Correct me if I'm wrong in the ashtray. You get to the Grand Canyon. One of the coolest things in all the world to see. They walk up to the south. They walk up to the south rim. Walk up. Put their arms around each other, Steve, and they go, yep. Go back in the car. And away they go. They had like a Vista Cruiser or something. It was some, really stereotypically 70s/80s faux wood paneled station wagon. Like, baby ate too many split peas, and it didn't work out so well. Green colored as well. I think it was. Or another one of those hideous colors from back in those days. Well, the Reverend Chip and I, we get to Mather Point on the South Rim. We get out. We're wearing a Falk male family uniform, white shirt, blue jeans, moccasins, and it was hotter, Stephen, than the blazes of hell. Hotter than the ninth circle. The blazes of the ninth circle hell. It was like 110 degrees. It was like, this is not natural for human beings, at least of high European, Alp-y, mountainy descent like we are. I'm like, this is not, we can't handle this kind of stuff. So we're like, okay, well, let's just take it easy. So, here we go. On to the South Rim. Get out of the van. It's like, as we're walking. We're like, oh my God. Like we got out of like a 65-degree van, and like it literally the temperature was doubled. So we walk up to about the same spot that Clark and Rusty are at, and we put our arms around each other, just like the movie, and we're like, yep, But this time, it's not to get the hell out of here. It's tears are running down both of our faces because, Stephen, you can't take a picture of it. Now, I know some people aren't that interested, and they're welcome to their opinion, and that's cool. Some people, it's like, some people like history, some people like natural splendor, it's whatever. It's like White Cliffs of Dover. I don't know if it holds the same kind of status, but it's very awesome. Walking around there, here's a little bonus feature for you. After our nice little cry, father-son, super awesome moment that I'll have for the rest of my life, and my kids will have for the rest of their lives because I don't tell anyone that hears, that'll listen rather. I can't find him. He walks off. I don't know where the hell he went. Did he fall into the can? Oh, here we go. The assistant's coming. Where the hell did he go? Where the hell did Reverend Chip go? So it's like a long way, like the South Rim's, jetties and things that go onto it. I'm walking up and down. I'm like, I'm just making Adams County sounding sounds like, whatever. So you want to do some fishing? I can't find him, Stephen. He's gone. I think, well, I'll just drive the van back and, we'll just live life without that. Until I saw a white t-shirt moving in the bushes. I walk up to him. I was like, what are you doing? I didn't scream at him because I'm like, here's the moment before he dies is, and he falls in. No one, not too many people around. It was very early in the morning. We were one of the first people through the gate. And I walk up to him and say, what the hell are you doing? And he turns around, and I swear to you, and I swear this on my Eagle Scout badge, my Masonic apron, my dad's ashes, the cosmos, everything. He looks at me and he says, with a big, shitty grin on his face, he says, pissed in the Grand Canyon before you did, boy. True story, Scout's honor. And I'm like, get in the damn van right now. Go get in the van. You're done. We're going to get arrested. You're going to federal prison because you decided to take a piss in the Grand Canyon. Now, this is a man who was a reverend for that was about a year before he died. It's like 23, 22 years. I mean, this is a man of a high and a noble character, Stephen. This is the guy that, gives people absolution in their darkest hour. And he looks at me and he says, pissed in the Grand Canyon before you did, boy. Okay. So, for many reasons, that was the most awe-inspiring moment. I don't think many people, Stephen, can say that their father pissed in the Grand Canyon. I am amongst this very small and select few of that demographic. Ah, here he comes. Oh, the son and heir, Charles Eugene. Why must you lick my face? That is not very nice. So the second thing has to do with bundle of joy, son and heir. So I have a double earlobe on my right ear, and we're in a hospital. I had some fertility issues getting them. So it was, Mrs. Falk, you're going to be having a C-section today. First thing to go out, any plan, birth plan, trip plan with the Boy Scouts, any plan with any Scouts, whatever, is the plan. We had planned this, packed for it, practiced it, mapped it, trip ticked it, blah, 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 all out. First thing you do, the plane goes out the window. Dr. Stephen Namick walks in, and he says, you will be having a C-section today, Mrs. Falk. And of course, that's like, oh my God, this is not in the plan. This is not in the plan. So they rush her off. While they rush her off and prepping her for surgery, my best friend is helping me get dressed in my scrubs because you're damn right I'm going in the operating theater. I should get something out of this. Whatever. So they're like, what size scrubs do you need? I'm like, what the hell's the biggest one you got? And they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what, do you just have like a bolt of that fabric that you could possibly just wrap around me? I'm like, still pretty big, 6'2", 320. I mean, I'm not going to be, well, I'm not going to be singing in any cut scenes in a Willy Wonka movie, that's for damn sure. So I get in the operating theater, and the anesthesiologist looks at me, and he's like, good morning, Mr. Falk. I'm like, good morning, doctor. And he's like, Mr. Falk, I want you to pay attention to me very closely right now. I'm like, well, sir, doctor, I'm paying attention to you. He says, don't touch anything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not touching anything. We'll sit here like you told me to, and that's it. Well, Steven was like the island of Dr. Moreau. They're taking parts out of her, they're putting parts in. I don't know what they're mixing or whatever, but in the end, we had a baby boy. And the doctor Naming says, all right, Fred, you want to come take pictures? I said, yeah, what the hell? I'll take some pictures. I took some video, too. You're damn right it did. Don't think it didn't. So I come up over, and he's like, we're about to take your boy out into the air here. I'm like, all right. And they take him out into the air, Steven, and he looks at me directly in the eyeballs as if to say, why have you forsaken me? It was warm and comfortable in there, and he was like, oh my God. Of course, he looks like some overgrown Smurf at that time, because they all look like aliens at that time, covered in goop and blah, 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 whatever. So, take him over, Apgar, score him, he does well, wrap him up, clean him off, wrap him up, hand him to his father. Proud moment, you know. It was, as how would Sean say it? Oh, excuse me. Sean, the Billy Goat Ghost Cub, Deputy Bear of the YTPC. How would he say it? It was a D like no other D of D's that there were D's. I gotta bust your horns, brother. If I don't, no one will. Yes, Christy. Yes, Mrs. Cobb. We do have that deal. Yes, I will honor that to the very end. Sorry, side note, Steve. Here's your son. Here's your son. Bundle of joy into your arms. So, you remember the double earlobe thing? Yeah, well, you know where this is going. Pull his little beanie back, and sure enough, Stephen, he's got a double earlobe. Weeping. I'm like, I turn to the nearest nurse, and I say, well, cancel the damn DNA test. Cancel the damn DNA test. She laughs, we all laugh, have a good time. And I notice also, because my dad, you know, the Grand Canyon pisser, he had a little hole. It's like a common thing. It's like a genetic, it doesn't affect anything, but you get this weird hole right here. Charles Eugene has that hole. And my grandmother, Reverend Charles E. Falk's mother, Rita, saw that, and she was weeping as well. So, what else did I want to say? It was kind of, it was very emotional and awe-inspiring. But I can tell you as a father, as you well know, every day is inspiring and trying and emotional in some ways, shapes, or forms. I appreciate the question, Stephen, and I appreciate you very much and your content. I very much, I rather enjoy it. I really do. And if you don't mind, I'll just start calling you Professor Emeritus. So, with that, I shall say unto ye, whenever you're out in the old universe there, looking for double earlobes, holes, and to see if one of your family members is pissing literally into a piece of area of natural splendor, try to not get arrested by the federal police, the FBI, the Park Service, whatever, by not hurting any of those situations that you're doing. So, thanks, Stephen. Appreciate it. Excuse me, Professor Emeritus. And this is Uncle Buddy UB Piper, and the man that had to explain to Mom why the van smelled like Marlboro Reds, signing out.